gonna disable chat for this one, but this is gonna be a crazy stream. So we drove officially 3,000 miles in the South. Got my Ole Miss. I got my Ole Miss gear because reconnected. There we go. Like legit. Yeah, I think it's good.
Hey, what are you running for,
That building right there, I would have been fucked if I didn't go. And I didn't take the step, a leap of faith to actually go to my community and stuff and support and meet a group of people. I would have never done what I did. Like legit. You know, I have so many memories of walking with my ex-girlfriend like around right here because it would be near her house. I kind of want to walk it low-key. I would get my first contacts there. Still cold as hell, of course, and it's April 8th and it's still like 23 fucking degrees. That's the one thing I didn't miss. I remember it snowed when I was going to a final May 1st. It was crazy. Now I should be going on campus, but I do want to just look at the house real quickly. If you look like right there, it's just a gorgeous view. Like it's normally, blossoming a little bit, low key. Chat. Hey Martin, how you doing, man? At my old university right now. Them with the Hoosiers, but my first contacts right there, the Wi-Fi. But it's crazy. I miss this campus so much. Legit. Everyone's kind of listening to music right now, so it doesn't really matter, but hey. Oh yeah, I forgot this place always closes around this time. Yeah, no, I'm bringing back memories. So I want to tell you a backstory before I zoom in on this building right here. So the last class that I had at IU, I like completely bombed. I'm gonna be straight up, because I was so focused on like, I hadn't really like, I had a girlfriend at the time. I was living life. Like life was good. Life was very good. So, when I had this house, and hold on, give me 1 second. I can't wait to make clips out of this. Legit. And look, I just remember so vividly like staying in this house for like 3 months, or 2 months. My ex went to, or my girlfriend at the time went to New York, and I had to stay and finish that class, and it was hell. But I would have never have relationships with Rohan. So shout out to Rohan. He blew up, and I had the connection with that. So it would have never happened. It's just kind of God's plan in a sense. Love this place because what it did for me. Where, oh my gosh, I just have so many cool memories with her, and I wish her the best. But yeah, no, oh my god, it was such a cool, because it's literally like on top of that. Like people don't even understand that. I really do wonder if the laundry pin code still works, but I'm not gonna try it. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it at all, because that would be messed up on there. It would be messed up on their facility. I'm not gonna cap. All right. Let's see what y'all saying. Yo, what's good, Julian? How you doing, man? Yeah, it's crazy how things can turn around in an instant. I love what Indiana did for me. I've been to Alabama, I've been to Auburn, I've been to all these universities. Nothing beats this fucking campus, and I can tell you that right now. Even though it is cold as hell. Like, chat, it is cold. It is, I think, if you can look, it is cold. But if you were in university, I'll exclude chat for a second. If you go to university, don't give up. It's hell. First 3 weeks I had was fucking hell. I was isolated. I had a one class a class that lasted 3 weeks, and I pushed through it. I was fucking miserable, but I loved the beauty of this campus. I pushed myself through, and I learned so much about who I was as an individual. That's straight up facts. I've never been like, this is just such Indiana limestone of this. Most people don't understand how hard it is to get Indiana limestone. I mean, it's fucking used in Washington, for God's sake. Like, it's one of the most valuable fucking precious materials in the country, and people are like, well, let me be on my phone. Like, no, this is okay. I'm crossing here. I used to cross here all the time because there's like, think about it, chat. Literally, everyone just kind of suicide walks through this whole thing. Everyone does. Also, I do miss the girls jogging in like tight bike shorts. I am not gonna cap. That was a golden there. All right, let's hope we don't get hit by the Subaru. All right, now we can talk to chat. Yo, you're my oh my god. Bing bong. No. All right, we're gonna chat. Just beautiful fucking campus. I just want to tell you stories that I've been through, and like, I'm gonna clip this and you can see it later. Love this clock tower. I remember at midnight kissing right as we did it with my ex. Shout out her. I don't know why. A lot of people have like bad relations with their ex. If they cheat, that's one thing. But like, I was just like, yo, we're just parting ways. You know what I mean? I want to see which way I want to go. I remember being drunk as hell, or going to the club, walking this way. Class like at 6 p.m. Go to Bluebird and stuff. That would be cool. Wait, hold on. Also, people don't realize there's a lot of squirrels here. Like, legit. There are a lot of squirrels here. That's like, they have an Instagram for squirrels itself, which is like the squirrels. I had a roommate who had their squirrel run up on them, like run up the leg, grab them, bite on them. But normally you can feed them and stuff. Like, it's only a lot more chill than people think. But yeah, like, I feel bad for Ani still to this day. Little thing up his leg, and I mean, I can't blame him. Also, the thing is, I can never do what Nelk did, where they go to universities and stuff and then straight up drink. Look, I went to all the universities in the past 10, 11 days in the South, and I just couldn't do that. Oh, gosh. I call it, instead of the yellow brick road, I call it the red brick road. Also, I didn't have many classes in these buildings right here. Like, I just kind of went by the... I gotta go in Union. Kind of looks like Hogwarts. Funny, most people don't realize how fucking special college is until you leave. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, let's see. Would you ever become a supreme... Oh my god. Bing bong. Ladies and gentlemen, the logic guru. We're gonna be back with the music soon. I want to show you so badly where I used to make music. I used to go in the practice center of Jacobs, and some of the Jacobs kids are stuck. But besides the point. Some of them are great. Some of them are amazing. But ego's a hell of a drug. Ego is a fucking hell of a drug. Wow, no one's really out right now. Like, what the fuck? Class of 45. God, I'm out of time on a goddamn shoe. I'm going to be clipping all these things, so I am very excited to show you. I got a few minutes before I see Benji, one of my boys. He still goes to this university. Shout out him. Man, I do really want to walk through. I might have to give another live stream because I don't know if I have enough time to walk through everything. There's so many fucking amazing stories that I remember vividly. I gotta go through the Union. I just have to. Just huge. You can't even deny it. I'll probably show the pictures of my graduation. Like, I've took some pictures right there. I'm sure there's someone taking a graduation picture right now. Like, there's always people taking graduation pictures in April. Actually, perfect timing to take a graduation picture because it's cold and you're not even, like, warm. Goddamn shoelace. This fucking shoelace. You know how many times I used to walk? And it's so nice that I don't have to, like, worry about saying something too provocative at this point because I already graduated. I already did this. so I can say things. The amount of I walked drunk through these or like it's snowy and it's icy around this area. This is just beautiful. First time they used to have food trucks around the when I was a freshman. They had like different types of things, which was cool. Okay. Man. See, I can show y'all. Oh, I do want to go into Franklin. There's so many fucking good things about this university. Shit. Like, I can't even explain it. Wait, let's see what Chad's saying. Would you... Chad's just going nuts. Why is it... Oh, it smells like Chinese food. It smells like Dragon Express. My inner Jew's coming out. I can smell it from a mile away with the smells. Oh my god, that's funny. This is crazy. So it kind of went out of perfect. Wow. It's exactly, I think, 5:45 too. Oh, wait, no. Hold on, chat. So not only this Union building right here has pool, like, you can go pool, you can go, not pool, like, that type of pool. Bowling, everything. Big, like, nice places. There's even, like, a store. It's just crazy walking through it. I didn't study that much in here. I did some occasionally, but it wasn't like a frequent type of thing. Beautiful building in itself. Like, I mean, if you just look high, it's crazy. They had I remember when I was they showed it in national news that there were snipers right up top of there because of the protests and stuff, which was nuts. Yeah, that's so crazy to me. Oh, man. Did y'all see that, though? Did that look like a cool angle? I subscribed. Hey, are you in London? No, we're in... No, that is hilarious. That's a hell of a comment. It does kind of look like... I mean, with the... How many fingers? I got all my fingers. We're going to have to be, like, a little quiet here because this is where a lot of people study. But I do want to get, like... Bro... When you enter in this place, it's like, it literally feels like Hogwarts half the time. Like, even Iceland, like, it's been 4 years since I spent 4 years here and I still get, like, some chills. All right, let's go. I mean, nuts. What do you mean nuts? How do you mess that up? Let's go. They're playing Kanye. I'm glad it's back to normal. Starbucks too. I can smell the Starbucks still. Nothing's really changed. The photos. I remember every time I walked through here, it kind of helped me. Like, I don't know any of these fucking people whatsoever. Maybe if you showed Tom Creamer, other things. Actually, I think Mark Cuban. They wouldn't put Mark Cuban in here just because. Little guy. But this is sick. What was I gonna say? This in here is so sick. It's funny that I actually caught someone playing Kanye on stream. What was I gonna say? There's just so many cool memories. I remember just eating here, just being hyped to talk to people, like for the first time. They're right here. Oh, I forgot. This was the only thing that kept my parents. I always say that, like the joke, like this is the only thing that keeps my family, my parents' relationship sane, and it's gingerbread cookies. Wait, hold on. It's those things right there. I should legit get them one, but nah. Wait, actually, I have to go back. I always make jokes of that, so they would come to. They met at IU too, so. To the riot. I remember I had Chinese, and I always geeked that they had. I don't know if they still do. Oh, they still flames. Alright, chat, they still have lantern. And they still have the globe. The globe was goated with burritos. If you didn't know. If you know IU, you know that they have they used to have these beefy burritos with beans. Okay, here. Yep, graduation's taking place right now. Graduation's happening. I don't miss that era of taking the pictures and stuff and doing that. Y'all saw that. Oh, I missed a pizza. Oh my gosh. Goated place. I love this university. I think they might close up.
I work here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How often do you guys oil the wood?
Every day.
Really? Oh, okay. Bad.
We open it.
Oh, thank you. I remember, chat, I got a story. So I used to take a class. Thank you. I used to take a class for bowling here. Like, kid you not, bowling. I took fencing, self-defense. Self-defense to get closer to girls, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna be straight up. I actually have a funny story about that, but we'll talk about that once I get to the next point. But I took bowling here, and I got 200, and it was like it was the final. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. I went from 100 because you have to improve. You have 100 to 200. This is always sick. Hey, how you doing, chat? But I gotta show you pictures of like me with like graduation photo right here. It's been a year. It's actually been a year. Just wait. Do the one. Do the I can't believe it's been a year now. There we go. We're back. I accidentally hit the wrong button. But what was another thing? Another point. Here's the iconic protest. There we go. Oh, wait, I got a story. Wait. Chat. So, I remember when I was a sophomore. When I was a sophomore in college, I went on a thing where I had to ask a girl out every day for 30 days, which was really stupid, but I learned a lot. And what I learned through this was you can't just be so indirect. You actually have to start a conversation. Like, that's not even a fucking question. Like, I was just being an idiot. But I remember the biggest lesson I learned was I was sitting there and I saw a girl looking at me, and like she was. And the most important lesson I learned was when I asked her out, I said, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And it actually worked on, like, you want to, like, come. Instead of saying, like, indirectly, oh, hey, like, what is it? Instead of saying indirectly, hey, do you want to go out with me? Da-da-da-da-da. Doesn't work like that. Just doesn't. Like, straight up. Just take advice for someone who's actually almost been in a relationship with 2 girls. But that's the biggest lesson I learned when asking out. But I wouldn't just like legit build a connection. Like, don't be over passive aggressive, because it's just, that's ridiculous at that certain point. Like, if you were like just the opposite gender in that way, why would you want to be approached in that manner too? You just got to think about it from the other side. So that's what I learned, my personal opinion. I remember whenever I was depressed here, I would just kind of like look at the water and it would be calming. This would actually be really, really calming. Something about it. Sit on the grass. Grass wasn't that bad. A few like events here, festivals and stuff, but there weren't too many. Hey, Wait, oh no, we Ronaldo fans. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna get into the self-defense story, and I think I got time. So, the story is, actually, I'll get a little closer to the building. Remember riding up here a lot. Oh yeah, my friends really did think it was Hogwarts and thought Franklin Mall connected. I do got to go into Franklin because it is a crazy building. Had so many media. Had a guy who owns some of the Batman things. I had a class with him. That was sick. All right, let's see. How many hours did you need to drive to get back home? Almost 1,000. It was like 1,200, which is fucking nuts. And I'm still not even home yet. But I still view IU as my home. I used to ride my bike here because it doesn't look like it, but and you go down it like perfectly, and it's one of the best feelings in the world at nighttime. I used to go at 2 a.m. no handlebars. I can ride your girl with no handlebars. Used to go down here, and remember being in here my freshman year. Also, I had like no sleep. Remember going in, touring the campus, and I thought it was shit. I still remember vividly because I only got 2 hours of sleep. I had 5 tests for honors and AP and stuff, and I go in this building and I'm like, maybe I didn't know any of the campus. But I still went anyways because I had a 21st century scholarship, and a lot of people, I had a great scholarship, and I loved it. I took time to love it. Like anything, it takes time to actually. This is like the front of the Union. That's how my story was. The flowers is probably one of the most underrated things about Indiana University, as like really facts. All right, I'm gonna be full nerd here real quickly. I think in 1947, legit, this building right here, Ballantyne, and also fuck Ballantyne, it is literally fuck Ballantyne because of the those goddamn stairs during finals. This used to be the oldest building, or the tallest building in the United States, educational wise, in I think 1947, and then it got overtaken. But it's still a huge building. Might not look like it from here, but those stairs are treacherous, and anyone from IU knows that. Oh, they're doing. I used to work out here. All my classes here with the workouts. I did. How many classes I do? Fencing. I did fencing. I did self-defense. I did bowling. I basically did, during my COVID year, the physical acts, because you couldn't do much physical acts at all when you're fresh, or because I went during COVID time. I went exactly at 2020, so no one was really here. It's like a ghost town. So that's where I was at. Oh man, I can't believe they're actually doing a ref. Wow, this campus is actually fucking empty right now. This is so I'm gonna say some stories real quickly. Once I start running across the street. So it's always fun to walk around here. If you know during traffic, right here, it's like the biggest like bike, like you try not to get hit by, and you're like, oh my god, the bikers here are insane, because you have the little 500's coming up soon. So that's gonna be interesting. Not gonna lie. So during nighttime, and I'll probably do a night live stream later, you have this like little big light thing, and it just starts glowing. And normally during that time, like, it's just fun, like, especially if someone who's out of town and never seen it, that like the little like these things, like the black and white lights, like a magic wand. And I always thought that was the sickest thing in the world. I don't know if I can show this next thing on YouTube, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try a chat. I'm gonna look at chat. What's the timing there? I'm sleepy at night. Timing is 5:57. I'm on Eastern time right now. Gotta go. Martin, I'll see you in a bit. Thank you. I'll catch you in a bit, Martin. But this is like the main part of campus. Main part of campus, legit fountain, everything. I have some pictures of like I was late at night. and pictures of like late at night and freshman year, and it's like a tradition to like low-key dive into the fountain. I don't know if there's gonna be water right now, but I have no clue. But give me 1 second. I used to create music videos here too, like thinking, I just imagining myself. Even if the music videos didn't take off, it's more the imagining yourself actually making it, the visualization part. That was the cool. Flowers, took some pictures right here. This is always beautiful in itself, but not the statue, chat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the building behind it. Actually, someone died there while constructing it. Unfortunately, RP that guy. I actually learned a lot about that history when I was here, especially Reed. Reed had a haunting. Reed, I know my buildings, but it's funny enough, you have the moon right there. But yeah, I remember there was like 300 people around my freshman year, and they were like, the police had to be called because someone did a backflip on the statue, first he climbed the statue, sucked on the titty, and then he climbed on the head. Someone threw him a Bud Light, caught it, and then proceeds to chug it, do a backflip, and then lands perfectly in the 3-foot water. So the craziest thing I've ever seen today. I don't know where that legend is. I don't know why you were why were you I mean, kids, we had to chug anything at that point. I used to ride my bike around here so much during this area. Where I walked my graduation, I can show you that. Get that good. I do want to walk through the Fine Arts building, and then I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna legit have to do another stream because I gotta walk to McNutt to see my boy. I want to go through the art museum, but I didn't even go through. Fuck the Fine Arts building. It's not even that exciting. It's just like a big lecture hall. But okay, so let me give you backstory real quickly. So I took the self-defense class because I only wanted to flirt with girls when I was a freshman. Yes. So I had the brilliant idea the day basically our classes were getting canceled due to COVID because it was 2020. And I remember I had my friend Jack get a pizza, a Mother Bear's pizza, classic Mother Bear's pizza. I don't even know if man woke up early. It was like our last day because I didn't know our teacher had a case on him. Actually, that was later. He had a crazy case against 2 students. And we all got A's because of the class, but that's not the point. The point was, what I learned the most was stepping out of my comfort zone and actually asking out girls, even if I didn't want to. And it was stupid to just ask them out plainly, but the thing was, I thought I developed, in my mind, in my fucking 18-year-old mind, I developed a thing where I was like, oh my gosh, she definitely likes me because during self-defense, we were partners and yada, yada, yada. But like in reality, she had a boyfriend. But I remember walking through this thing. I'll never forget it. For 4 years, I always walked through these halls because it was the biggest disappointment, but also the greatest lesson I learned. Because I got rejected. But the fact that I stepped up and proved to myself that I could do it was a win in itself. At the time, I didn't realize it, but it was. I went back home. Jack and I ate the pizza, the Mother Bear's pizza, and we created like 5 different songs. But I'll show you the doors. But I don't know where that girl. She was beautiful, like a beautiful blonde girl. I know her name. I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm so glad I got rejected during that because it taught me so many different lessons, and I'm glad I fell in love with the right woman at the right time because I wasn't ready yet. I wasn't mature enough to fall in love at those moments, even if God did teach me. But I remember, so you see this right here? If you're at IU, I walked out of those doors, got rejected right there, had flowers, and she said, oh, I've never got flowers in my life, even though she had a boyfriend of like 2 years. And that was that. Like, legit. I remember doing karate here, which was a cool, fun thing. I even had a girl that I kind of flirted, like, not kind of flirted, but I definitely flirted with at that time. But I learned karate. I got to break boards. I got to do my own thing, and it was sick. It was fucking sick. Here's been crazy moments here. I've just walked through these. I thought I was gonna have the picnic here and yada yada yada. I've recorded media films, learned a lot about myself through this. This is, oh yeah, also, if you're wondering where your taxes are going, this $6 million bell tower will tell you. I remember when they told us the price of what it was, and it just got on chat like, oh my god, they're not paying the RAs, and we had strikes, and normally they strikes because the TAs don't think they're getting paid right, but it doesn't even sound in tune half the time. But sometimes it does, and when it does, and when someone knows how to play it, it's good. I'll say that right off the rip. I remember I would walk. The one thing I learned a lot was walking in this area to class. I would practice in my head how to walk properly, and I know that sounds stupid, but when I was walking around this area by the bell tower, of course, I was deliberately trying to move my shoulders, have my chest high, smile, focus on what girls would like, what people would interact with. And oh my god, this is not a good time to be telling the story in this fucking bell tower, but I'll probably have some other story. But yes, wait, let's see what chat's saying. Bye. Hey, how you doing? Your phone is lost. 5 p.m. Oh my gosh, it's that lies? Holy cow. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I was gonna have the picnic right there. Got rejected. Jack and I go back, and it was just, the rest is history. But yeah, this is Kelly. It's always fuck Kelly. I die. And Spia, baby, Spia. Even though still having trouble getting a job, but that's kind of my own doing. And I'm beginning to realize that whatever you put into this world, it's normally, you got to take accountability. And it was hard for me to know that as from 18 to 20, especially that time, because I didn't take any accountability. And most kids won't at that age. Let's be honest here. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I missed those college days. The reason I don't miss those days, not because of the experiences were amazing and I learned whatever, it was because you think they're mature, they're not, because they got to get their ego out the way. And I'm still maturing so much, but there's a complete, and I can say this confidently, there's a complete difference between a 18-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 22-year-old, and definitely a 22-year-old, because they've experienced a lot more things in a gradual moment at those times. I was a fucking idiot at 21. I still am, but at 22, but I've learned a lot more, especially after this 3,000 trip. Now, the amount of times I've had to wake myself out of bed and go to this building for help or this for classes was astronomical. I would wake up and just be exhausted. Like, I barely would put on anything. I could put sweatpants on. I wouldn't really care. I was just visualizing what I could do. But I went through it. I still graduated. But was I really locked in? Some classes I were, some classes I won't. That's just with anything. If you're really invested in all the classes, that's spot on to you. But I definitely wasn't. So now there's like a crosswalk thing right here. And most people have to stop by. Sheriff looked at me like, what the fuck is this kid doing? And let's go into the old building. See if anything actually changed. I don't know if it did. Let's see. I don't think anything's actually changed. Misty stairs. Something about it. Like, I don't know what it was. Like the glass, I always felt like I was fancy, like walking up these stairs when I did. I know it sounds stupid, but... It feels so weird being back here after a year. It just really does.